Help me reach 1,000 subscribers. It was just past 2 a.m. when my phone buzzed quietly on the nightstand. The bedroom was cloaked in darkness, the only sound a faint hum from the ceiling fan above. Groggy, I squinted at the screen and saw, "Message from my wife, Emily." It was short, almost casual. I lost track of time. No explanation, no apology, nothing else. My chest tightened as I glanced at the clock again. She had left for a dinner with coworkers at 8 p.m. and hadn't sent a single text since then. For a moment, I tried to reason it away.
Yes.
Perhaps the dinner ran long, or her phone had died. But deep down, I felt the familiar tug of unease. Emily was always diligent about texting if she was running late. This prolonged silence, coupled with a vague message in the middle of the night, felt off. I stared at her words before carefully typing a response. "That's fine. I hope you told Mark you're married before it got too late." I sent it, keeping my tone calm but loaded with intent. Mark, her coworker, she had been mentioning a little too often lately, was at the center of my suspicion. For a few tense moments, nothing happened. Then the typing indicator blinked on and off repeatedly. Finally, she replied, "What are you talking about?" I didn't answer. Instead, I set my phone aside and turned off the lamp, pretending to go back to sleep. But my mind was racing, replaying strange little moments from the past weeks, the sudden desire to go out, the new perfume, her guarded behavior with her phone. By 2:07 a.m., the silence was broken. Footsteps rushed across the floor outside, followed by the jangle of keys. Emily walked in, breathless, her face pale, clearly startled to find me sitting calmly on the couch. "Why did you send that message?" she asked, her voice trembling. I studied her for a long moment before replying. "I wanted to see how fast." Guilt travels. Confusion and panic flitted across her face. "I wasn't with Mark. We were just hanging out, and I lost track of time," she stammered. I nodded slowly, feigning belief, but my eyes demanded the truth. "Where were you hanging?" "Out?" I asked. She hesitated. "At a coworker's house." "We were playing cards," she murmured, her story feeling forced. I stayed calm. "Strange. I called your office earlier. Your boss said Mark left around 8:20. She opened her mouth to respond, but no words came. Her hands were trembling as I stood, walked past her, and picked up her purse. "You might want to check your phone," I said, handing it to her. "It's been tracking your location all night." Her eyes widened as she unlocked it and saw the location history open to a small motel on the far side of town. Silence filled the room. Tears welled in her eyes as she whispered, "It's not what it looks like." Her voice faltered. I didn't yell, didn't accuse. I simply said, "You don't get to decide what it looks like anymore." I walked to the bedroom and closed the door behind me. That night, she slept on the couch. I didn't sleep at all, my mind replaying every lie, every cold dinner, every moment of distance that had quietly grown between us. In the morning, she tried to talk. I didn't have the energy. I told her I'd be staying at my brother's for a few days. She cried, pleading for me to listen, insisting it had been a mistake, that nothing serious had happened. But mistakes don't come with secret locations and midnight deceptions. As I packed, a realization hit me. Sometimes silence tells more truth than confrontation ever could. That single calm text at 2 a.m. had revealed everything: the guilt, the fear, the distance she had created. When I left, she stood in the doorway, tears streaming down her face. I didn't look back at 2 a.m. when she claimed she'd lost track of time. I understood that I had already lost track of her long ago. No message, no apology could undo the damage. By 2:10, her panic had spoken louder than any confession ever could.